Face reality, people. Movies are dead. Games are dead. Narrative? Dead.
Media is nothing but neural trigger response and viral conditioning.
Wait, what are you two talking about?
All right, I just watched a movie called American Star. I kind of just watched it. I was randomly fandueling in the middle of it. Whatever. Actually, here's probably a reason why I started fandueling in the middle of it. Because it looked typical cliche shit of assassin on assignment. Maybe it's his last job, maybe not. Whatever. But he starts forming human bonds, and his ice cold heart starts warming and thawing out, and some sort of Grinch style fucking, you know. Right? There's always like that kid. There's like a kid that the assassin, cold-hearted assassin, gets to know, and all of a sudden he ends up being like a nice, humanized character, or maybe he meets a girl, or whatever, or both, as far as this movie's concerned. But they didn't really. I'll say this: this is to me the most interesting thing about this movie is that they were doing that all those cliche setups, and then said, he is cold blooded, bro. He just fucking he just like he murders someone in cold blood. He finishes his assassin assignment, and the girl who died, he was just like kind of like cold and okay about it. And I was like, oh, just let go. You're dead. It's over. Just let go. Let me see. Yeah, so they kind of, I think they kind of tricked us, or attempted to trick the audience with that. Kind of a subversion, but I think it's done so slowly, pace-wise. Like they took their time. They really went slow with like him starting to get to know people, and he starts letting his personality out and all that shit. And then all of a sudden, as soon as it's business time, he turns into cold-blooded assassin. So it wasn't like oh, he's gonna maybe think about shooting. Maybe he won't do it. Maybe he has a change of heart. Maybe his heart grew 3 times that day. Right? Like they kind of. That's what I'm getting from that, at least. Like I said, I miss some of the middle portions of the movie. But they're walking a fine line with that, because there's borderline boring and right, like that fine line of boring and just building up tension and characters before the main event thing happens, which is the whole reason the character's on this. I don't know if it's an island or something, some sort of wherever he is. The whole reason the assassin's there is to assassinate someone, and the guy doesn't show up till the very end of the movie. So that's a lot of time where where there's like a lot of slow build up, and some I guess relationship building of the characters and some heartwarmingness, just to lead to this cold-blooded fucking brutal fucking murder. And the girl that he's supposed to be like caring about, he just didn't seem to care at the end. So they kind of subverted us that way. But it was still like, I don't know. I think it's hard to say if it's pulled off. It's a fine line between boring and just great tension build up, right, of the event we know is going to happen. Yeah, they use a lot of cliches, but I think those were cliches in order to subvert us for what the ending would actually be, which is the big gunfight thing at the end. Also, like, it's something weird happens at the end. Maybe I missed something in the movie, but he like disappears in thin air while he's carrying his nephew into the ocean. The nephew that I assume he killed. We don't see him kill him. We don't even see blood. We just see a single tear rolling down the cheek of the nephew in the car, and then I guess he's dead. maybe they're both dead. I don't know. They like Star Wars disappeared in the middle of the ocean, but maybe that's my fault for not paying as much attention to this. But yeah, not much. I mean, it's okay. It's I'll give it some room for like originality. Like I think there's some elements of originality here, but I hope it's not all due to the fact of subversion. Of I was expecting maybe one thing and they did a 180 on it. Hopefully that's not the reason why it's unique, because those can only go so far. But yeah, it's an alright movie. I say it's not this is not a matter of me recommending it. It's a matter of like, yeah, if you want to go watch it. Like, hey man, how good is it? Should I go watch this? I'd be like, if you want to, like, why not? If you like the act, like the Ian McShane guy is kind of famous, right? People know his face. Like, oh, maybe you want to go see this guy in a movie. It's like, all right, good, man. But I'm not gonna be like going door to door, begging people, like, please go watch this. It's a masterpiece. Nah, that's not happening. So, yeah, I'll give this movie from once again. I spaced out doing FanDuel. Forgive me. I'll give this movie 7.3. A 7.3 out of 10. 7.3 out of 10. I If I paid more attention to the middle portions, the grade could go up or down from there. So to be honest with you, my grade is invalid, and I should honestly just rewatch it at a certain point. That's just being blatantly honest with you. Not gonna bullshit you. But where I'm at right now, 7.3 out of 10. Sure, I guess I recommend it, but it wouldn't be at the top of my list of recommendations. Right? Eileen would probably be up there for me. Like, yo, go watch Eileen. Go watch that movie. That movie that I don't hear anyone talking about. That's apparently underrated like a motherfucker. I think it was an excellent movie. I think it's an 8 or higher, maybe. Who knows? But there you go. That is American Star. No BitTorrent thing.